Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share my milestone. So I finally hit 1,000 shares of SCHG in my Roth IRA. Well, to be exact, it's about 1,027. But that number might not sound like much at first. It's not super flashy like owning Tesla or Nvidia shares. But trust me, this right here is one of my biggest milestones in my wealth building journey so far. In this video, I want to break down exactly what that means and how much this position is actually worth and what it's made up of and how it pays me every quarter and why SCHG is one of the smartest, simplest ways to quietly, uh, build long-term wealth, in my opinion. So let's get started with the basics. What even is SCHG if you guys are not familiar? SCHG stands for the Charles Schwab U.S. Large Cap Growth ETF. It tracks the Dow Jones U.S. Large Cap Growth Index, which basically means you're getting exposure to the biggest, fastest growing companies in America. So think Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Google, and Broadcom. These are the heavy hitters that are driving the U.S. markets right now. So when I say the 1,000 shares of SCHG, I'm really saying I own small pieces of over 200 of the best companies in the country, automatically diverse, automatically rebalanced, and all inside of a Roth IRA, which means tax-free growth forever. I'm not picking stocks in this account. There's no trading stress, and I'm just letting the biggest players compound over time. So let's get into how much it's actually worth. So with my account currently sitting at about 1,027 shares of SCHG that has a current trading price of $32.50, my position's worth roughly $33,400. And it's all sitting inside my Roth IRA, which means everything that is growing right now is completely tax-free. All the gains, all the dividends, completely tax-free. And I didn't build this overnight either. I started very small, consistently depositing every month, just stacking shares paycheck after paycheck. Now let's talk dividends. Even though SCHG isn't known for its yield, it pays about 0.36% annually, which on my position comes out to about $120 a year, or roughly $30 every quarter. Now, that number might not seem big, but every quarter those dividends automatically buy me more SCHG. And that's a compounding effect that people underestimate. Those small reinvestments snowball over time, and 10 or 20 years down that line, that tiny yield starts becoming very serious. So you're probably asking, why SCHG over something else? Well, SCHG focused strictly on growth, like companies leading innovation and dominating their industries. And their expense ratio is only 0.04%, which is insanely low. You're paying about 4 cents a year for every 100 bucks invested for exposure to Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Amazon. Since its inception, SCHG has annualized returns about 16.85%, which is huge. So if you invested $10,000 at launch, you'd be sitting at over $100,000 today just by holding. And that's why I'm holding this long term. Let's say SCHG keeps growing at even half that rate, 8% a year. My $33,000 position would double in less than 10 years. Let's say keep that growth going for 20, 25 years, and we're talking about a potential six-figure position completely tax-free as this is growing in my Roth IRA. And that's without timing the market or trading in and out. That's just steady contributions, reinvesting dividends, and time doing all the heavy lifting. So yeah, 1,000 shares of SCHG might not sound like much, but to me, it's proof that consistency works. It's not about the short-term moves. It's about building something that quietly grows behind the scenes while I live my life. If you're new to investing or just starting your Roth IRA, I believe SCHG is a great place to start. It's simple, reliable, and built to grow. It's a perfect, core position, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but make sure to drop a comment if you're stacking SCHG or another ETF. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and keep building wealth quietly. That's the move. Thanks for watching.